Let's talk about Ruru's booth actually.
Yeah.
Because I think that's one of the most interesting things. Why are you making that face?
Yes, please ask me this question.
Yeah. So do you know? Were you there at AFA?
No, but I heard about this just now when we were talking before we started filming. So apparently this booth had a lot of people go.
Okay, let's allow Ruru to explain it herself.
Let's talk about
what do you want to know?
Okay, tell us about your booth at AFA.
Yeah.
So I started. So I wanted to do a booth. So every year I do a booth, and so the previous year I did a wedding themed kind of like booth where I dress in a wedding gown and I make my fans come in suits, that kind of thing. So like
They really come in suits.
yeah, some of them if you come in suit you get priority queue, cause the queue is like 3 hours, right?
Oh my gosh.
So they will come in suits and they give me rings and stuff. So the next year, which is the last EFA that I wanted to do, I was like, I need something more exciting. Like I want to one up myself. Then I was like, okay, instead of getting like a creator booth, I got like a floor lah, basically. Then I had to build my own booth. Do you know that it was so expensive? Like, getting the floor was like 20k already.
Wow. So
yeah,
what is it?
and it's 6x6 only. It's very small. It's 36 square meters.
Can earn money, the booth can earn money. Okay, sell merch and all that, right?
Can
also
sell,
you feel
can
that
sell.
you can get back the 20k lah.
But my main motive was not to get back the money. Okay, as much as it's not a very business-minded thing to say, but like I feel like throughout the year I have like done a good year. There's a lot of like, it's my first year doing like client works and stuff like that, and it did pretty well. So I was like, and it cannot be done without them. So like that event was made for the fans.
Right.
Yes, like I didn't think of profits in mind at all. It was just like, how do I make it fun? How do I invite all my friends that I know that my fans will like? So it's like I got DJ Sakura down. She was spinning all the anime music, and then like I got like my friends from like Vietnam to like come down to cosplay around my booth, that kind of thing also. Yeah, it was damn crazy, honestly. And I managed to get sponsors for it also. It was
So it was a profit-making event for you?
broke even.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say that it's a profit. Like,
Right.
yeah, it was broke even for sure.
Oh, but that's
Yes.
nice.
Well,
yeah.
but to break even for such a high cost is quite
Yeah, I think
amazing.
I total amount spent around 60, 70k.
60,
Wow,
70.
Wow,
Yeah.
because you had to fly people over, is it? Like your friends, you paid for their air tickets and
No, my
everything.
friends are all like nice, so they never. So like the floor was 20k. The building of the booth was another 25, 30k, and then printing of merch and like
What the booth like? How much
What
to
were
build?
they making?
Like what is it made of? Like
Go.
like
it's
yeah.
just that's just a market price. I think that maybe it
No,
comes
it was
off.
quite nice. There were like lights.
Yeah,
and
they were
something. It was like
lights.
the
It was
nicest
really
one.
well
Keep on
done.
after that cannot.
Actually, some of them can keep. They will ask me like I kept the super big picture of myself
That's
and the
all?
logo box. Yeah,
Like, but out of 30k worth of like Renault courses, then you keep only like picture.
guys, why do you think so many people want to do ID or like events?
Yeah,
Yeah, lah, I don't want to change job already. Like, I want to build booths from
Oh
now
my
on.
god,
Wait, so
How
you
hard is it
didn't
to
keep
build a booth?
anything?
I kept the logo box
Oh.
that was hanging on top.
The most
nice.
expensive one.
Yeah, they made it custom made. They cannot
Okay,
throw
we need a
away.
picture of this. Like,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, put it on the
I
net.
cannot
Can
imagine,
I can
sia.
send you.
So everything
Also,
around
when you
is
got it, it's just a plain floor. There was
Yeah.
no like
Yes,
structure.
correct.
Right.
see, I
Okay.
So for events are all like this.
It's
Wow,
quite-
you're so young.
quite
I can't believe you know how to do all these things.
No, I don't.
Then who
Like,
do?
I just figured out on the way. Like I'm just like, okay, I need to do this. Like
How
who
do you
do
know
I?
that?
That's damn
Like,
interesting.
who
Get-
do you even find you go and build these things? Like, I don't even
And
know
did
who
you
to find.
calculate your potential revenue, or you just like
That's
I
just
went in 60k and decided, okay, let's just see how this goes?
Of course, we did do like a small calculation on how much we need to. Me and my designer. Cause like my designer is like one of my like greatest friends. Like he helped me do a lot of design work for Rurusama,
Right.
and like all of like the catalogs and like the booth. The whole booth design was done by him. Yeah, so it was me and him for the whole booth.
just 2 people.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
worst decision. Don't do that. Get a few people to help you.
But you got
okay?
share revenue with him or not?
I paid him very well for this
I
event, of
see.
course.
So he's
No.
part of the
It's
60k.
60K, yeah.
Yes, he's part of the 60k.
Actually, I wanted to ask them a question. They sort of like think Jianhao is the other end of this question, which is, do you all belong to any agency?
No.
I
No.
used to. Yeah, I used to be signed under Banana.
Ah.
Then recently I left. Non-exclusive lah, but I'm doing it on my own. So I have my own team now. Yeah. But
You
like
have a team at 19 years old. Who's going to listen to you?
yeah lor.
At 19 years old, asking me to do that. This is like, go away, you're a child.
No, but like when you start paying them, it's different. You know what I mean?
How old are your team? Like 16
No lah,
Then?
like 23, 25.
So all older than you lah.
Yeah.
And then you are like telling them to do jobs and
So
stuff
like,
lah.
I mean like like my PA just does all the email and everything. Then I have my video editor, like for example, like events or like paid clients. And okay, then we activate the team. We think of a concept. We pitch the client, all this. So like sometimes I do feel like for the paid ones, like I do have a say like in terms of like the content direction, but at the same time also I'm just like the presenter of it. You know what I mean?
So you are
It's
one
easier
part
than-
of the.
Because the thing is like, I mean, as much as I love doing ads and it pays the bills and everything, but like at the same time it's also like I need time to focus on like my own content. You know, and I love making content. That's why. So like if they can help me like ease the load on like the paid things, then it's y'all can settle. Then I'll just like put in my own input of what I think would be good. And
Right. Okay.
yeah.
What? So now you don't want to join an agency anymore. How about you, Ruru? Since you're so big, like, don't you want someone to sort of handle your ads for you and stuff like that?
I have 3 managers.
Right.
So, but they are all freelance. So 2 of them is in Singapore. One is extremely PR trained, and the other one is
What do you mean? Wait,
friend.
what do you mean by
Extremely
extremely PR
PR
trained?
So if I need to do like ads or whatever,
Right.
she pitched to get jobs for me from agency sites.
Right.
Then the other one is like he has been in the industry for very long, so like he kind of just like pitches in and out through his own contacts.
Okay.
And then I have one in Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
only
3
does-
managers, but
Correct.
so whoever gets you the job will get the commission.
Correct.
Ah.
Yeah.
Also, they are all competing against
Each other.
No lah, they help each other usually.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. They're all very friendly, Yeah.
How to help each other? I don't understand.
It's
How do you
like
find these people?
oh, it's by luck. It's really by luck. My team is all by luck, and like my designer is also freelance, and my video editor is also freelance.
Right.
Yeah, so my team is just a freelance team.
Okay, so if somebody now approaches you to do an ad, which
Yes.
manager do you refer it to, or you handle it yourself?
It depends on my mood.
Whoever, like, what's the
whoever-
contract with these freelancers then?
No, whoever who has mental headspace for it.
What do you mean?
Because
That-
they are freelance, so I'm like,
Oh, then they like not committed also, right? I mean, like, they are
Yeah,
committed
yeah.
when there's a gig,
correct.
right?
So I pass them. I'm like, do you have time to help me handle this gig? Like, then
If you
they
have
will do
deadline.
it.
then
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you give to him, then this one will be a why you never give me? Like,
Yeah, well, I'll be
No, they
angry
won't.
as well.
How they wouldn't know it.
oh,
It's separate. Like it's not together. Yeah.
I see. Then you
Yeah.
don't have a preference of which one you want to give to me?
No.
Oh.
Like they all do their work very well.
But at your
Yeah.
level and your size, don't you feel that you would prefer someone with more commitment that's just full-time handling yourself?
Also because like I have no experience in this, so I want to try first. Like I said, I only started doing like brand deals for 1 year.
I think you should do it yourself, like as far as possible. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm saying this not because like, oh, by the way, I don't hear about I love them. They really help me grow. But like,
PSA.
I think like because I started out when I was like 17, then I was really like signed for Banana, right? When I was super young, and then like what I realized is like the pros of having an agency is that like. When I didn't know anything, right? When I first started, they really helped me a lot. Like introduced me to brand, to clients and whatever not. But then after a while, like I realized that clients are like looking for Rayyanroulette. Like I'm not like they don't go to like what, but now here I need a talent. Here I want Rayyanroulette. Then after a while, when I see that, right? Because I was signing there for 2 years already, I realized that like, wait a minute, I can do this on my own, right? And
Because
then
the clients are specifically wanting
one
you.
thing for me, right? And
Right.
after I was like, you know what? It's great for like for me to like build and grow. I will now forget that. I'm very grateful for that. But after that, I'll just do it myself.
Did you finish your
Yeah.
contract with them? Or
Yeah,
that's-
2 years.
Okay,
2 years for
okay.
Banana. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean,
That's what I did when I was your age, actually.
Oh.
I was in Gush Cloud for 2 years. Yeah, then Xiaxue destroyed it. And I had to go solo.
Oh my god.
I was.
there won't be Titan today. He was to restart at Dash Cloud. So everyone working here, please appreciate me.
That's true, actually.
Right.
That is actually.
Actually, you founded Titan. Okay.
I helped found Titan, then I joined it. It's got one full circle.
But I mean, generally, we speak of it as, let's say, just as a typical agency.
Right.
Being under Gush Cloud, I learned quite a few things. And if I were to choose if I were to go back in time and choose or advise on an influencer, I would tell them to
Join an
Join,
agency. Right. Nothing to do with the fact that you do own an agency.
nothing
Join
to
and
do
learn.
with the fact-
After you learn, then you do yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But
okay.
but I realized that some people are not meant to be doing it
he
themselves.
looked at me.
Yeah. Some,
Perfect example here.
Yeah, perfect example.
What do you
yeah.
mean though?
So
too
not
lazy.
everyone is not everyone is made to manage themselves. Some people are just really good at their content and what
Yeah.
they do. And if you can totally specialize and focus on what you're doing and not leave your mental headspace into worrying about talking to client, worrying about negotiations.
Because that's entirely a different
Correct.
arena
It's
already.
very different.
Yeah.
And if somebody can do it for you and you just focus on what you do, and if you have a backing of a strong company with a good track record, then I think that's the best way to move forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm asking this question because I think one of the things that people don't really discuss so much about the influencer industry is that whether or not to join an agency. And then the idea of an agency, right, is that, how to say, when you join an agency, a lot of times it's like the agency contract tends to be at least like 2 years, right? So it's like mostly 3 maybe. So it's there's this idea that when you join, you are not supposed to be very
Like
famous
stuck
yet.
inside.
You are just like starting, right? So the agency then grooms you to make you popular, introduce you to clients, teach you how to train you, right? And then when you are popular, that's when you start to earn the agency some money, right?
Yeah.
That's when the agency gains money. If not, then they just teach you, then you just stop.
Right.
But the one of the biggest problems is that what happens when a talent halfway decides to want to break contract, right? And then it's like, as the agent, do you sue the person? Because if you do that, every other talent will be so scared to join you, right? I don't want to be sued. And then the talent might come out and say, you know, my whole time there, I was being the talent industry wasn't doing anything for me. That's why I had to leave, and they are bullying me now because, you know, they are rich and I'm just one individual. Okay, what do you think about that?
Okay, I have a very good answer for you because I've been in that situation before as a creator. As a creator under an agency, feeling like the agency is not doing enough, right? So we have had several creators who feels like their working relationship with Titan isn't suitable. And when we look at it and we see why the relationship broke down and what could be done, sometimes I just look at it and be like, you know what? She's right. He's right. We didn't do much. Neither did they. And it's not working out. So yeah, let's
Let them
just
go lah.
Go, yeah.
Now, what's the point of a contract? To like, is there no element of I'm helping you now so that I can help myself later, kind of thing? Then what if it's purely a case of you did your best, the influencer is growing, in fact doing very well, and then in the middle of it they decide to leave? What would you do?
Then there's a problem.
Right.
Because you did your part already, what?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's like you all cannot see and then do your part.
And
If you
I
know it, then it's
feel
fine.
that for influencers who grow to that point, right, there's a little bit of how to say, most people will have a change in mentality at that point. They will think, you know, I grew here because pure talent myself, nothing to do with my agency. In fact, I'm so popular now that of course every agency wants me. So why should I stay here? I can earn so much more outside, you know, or you should change my rates or things like that. I should give you less commission. I don't know what lah. Like, you know, they just tend to be more money minded already lah at that point, because potentially they can earn a lot more ma. So what do you think? What do you feel actually? Personally, being in this industry, right, I have thought that I would never have an agency because I think it's a fucking thankless job. That you help people and they don't really get grateful to you. With the exception of Ryan here, like, you know, it's then when they're popular, they just zao and they say, at that time they didn't do much for me lah.
Yeah, I mean, we can look at, like, based on revenue, simply decide whether it's it makes sense or not.
Right.
Usually we can just look at the numbers and feel, okay, this one doesn't make sense. I mean, as an agency, right, maybe you take a certain percentage, and if you just think about your rates times or divided by the percentage that you are giving to the agency, and then you count how much you expect from the agency, it usually doesn't tally up. Most of the time, the agency loses out.
I also think so.
Yeah. So the only thing that the agency gets out of it is by, as you said,
Charging them, no?
yeah, as you said, growing you as a influencer, growing you as a content creator, support you as the resources, and through that get more clients. That's all.
Right.
But I like to bring up something though. I feel like there's more to that in the sense that like because as a creator myself who has been an agency and know other creators who also have been in other agencies where like they're not happy, right? I think it's more than just like, oh, you're having negotiate rates. I think it's also in terms of like the communication, because I know like some of my friends, creator friends, was like, oh, this agency, right, they say actually this much, but then right, I got told by the client that I'm charging that like for example they're charging this much. Then they tell me they take 30% for example, but they charge more than 30%. What the fuck, you know? Then after that, like then it's like, wow, I really cannot trust you. Because I cannot trust you, then it's like, wow, then I'm gonna sign my next 5 years with you guys, and if I'm doing well, right? How will I know that? Right? And let's just say even if it's in a contract, right? But it still happens. Then what happened? You know what I mean? You're already stuck in this agency, then how to get out of it? So I think that's why it feels very like, and to be very honest with you, like the whole entire thing where you talk about like once you go bigger, the whole money thing, I definitely felt that because that was what happened with me and Wild Banana as well. It was like I was growing and I was thinking like, can I have like a lower cut? But then obviously like it doesn't make sense for them, like they told me exactly why. So at a point of time I was just like, it's either like I do it on my own or I continue with them. So how I decided to go on my own was that like I really calculated like the cut that they were taking. If I were to expand into my own resources, like how much would that be? And it doesn't make sense or not. And I think the one thing, especially like knowing like my other creator friends like right now who are deciding to leave agencies or playing or like asking other people where to join agencies, the biggest thing is like when they join agencies, right, the part that really like sucks the most is when the agency will be the one dealing with the clients.
Right.
So how do I, as a creator, build a relationship with these clients?
Right.
If I don't build this relationship and the client is doing it, if I leave, right, then then I'm left with nothing, what? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
So
correct.
that's a very good point.
Yeah, so it's like I want to build it on my own. That's why I'm not letting the agency do it. I'll do it on my own. I'll pay that 30% of my own cut and I'll do it myself. Yeah.
Actually, that is the reason why I decided to do freelance managers
right,
also.
yeah.
Is mostly because like they are representing me. They are not representing an
Anybody
agency.
else? Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
And even if the agency goes to them, they only have me under them.
Right.
So they are freelancing, but
But it's your team,
correct,
right?
but they are my
Yeah.
team.
Would
And
you sort of fire them if they have handle somebody else?
Yes,
no, I wouldn't.
I would.
I wouldn't. I
Okay.
sometimes ask my friends to like go to them also.
But that contradicts what you just said.
Yeah.
No, as in like,
You should take a cut. What?
You know, if they close, you take a cut of their cut.
You may as well just hire them and then get them to manage other people and
Then you
take
will
a
start
cut
a
off
talent
of them.
management
what.
agency. It's the same
Yeah.
thing. No, eh?
Okay, I think the biggest
It's
reason
like
is
you're
that I don't want
starting
to.
a talent management agency,
exactly.
but not earn money from it.
I think it's mostly like I don't want to commit to the monthly kind of like payout. That's for now. That's for now, right? Because I
Right.
don't have the intentions of wanting to do like a agency. Like that is not exactly the position that I'm seeing myself
Right.
in. Maybe in a year, maybe in a couple of months, who knows? Maybe tomorrow I change my mind already. But right now, no. That's why.
But I also see it as like a management point because I have my own agency as well, right? And we used to manage talents. And oh my goodness, it was the hardest thing of my life.
It's the worst.
It's the worst thing.
So you used to have a talent management agency.
No, because like I have my own agency, right?
Yeah.
And then we had a talent department. It was, oh my god, it was unbearable. Like,
wait, I'm still like, are you even allowed to open a company?
yes, I am. What the heck? You're so
Yes,
annoying.
what years old are you?
You are so annoying. Okay,
I'm sorry, but
Oh my
what?
god.
It's true. Like,
We
what
opened
age are
it
you
last
allowed to
year.
open a company?
I don't know. As long as you can submit your Accra, you're good, girl.
Okay, sure.
Take it as a compliment.
This teenager. Okay, then continue.
Yeah, so like we opened our company at first. So we started doing events and we PR the marketing. So we realized that under marketing branch, right, we were like, okay, you know what, we can manage talents, right? So we were like, okay, we start small pool first, 4 people. Our team wanted to kill ourselves. We were like,
Yeah.
this is so like they were nice people. But then I think when it's like they demand, right, like, you know
Yep.
what, you never give me like, I try. I really pitch it to everybody that I know, but it's not my fault. The client don't want you. What fuck? Now I can't say that, right? I was like, oh, we're still trying our best.
wow.
Like, it gets very frustrating. So I think that really gave me perspective in terms of like when I was a talent in what, but I was like, okay, you know what? I get it. Maybe client don't see me a fit to like for the brand, and it's fine. But I think it's like, if like you don't have that kind of experience or knowledge, right?
Yeah.
They will just blame the agency like all out.
It's
You
easy
know
to
what?
blame the agency. It's easy to blame somebody. That's
Right.
the
But
worst
take
part
the
of it.
mirror, bitch. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I never
yeah.
thought about it. Like, you
Then
know.
you should just say, then you go and do it yourself.
That's why we ended all our contracts with everybody. We're like, you know what? You don't have to pay the cost that
How
we
was
have.
the work ethic you felt?
No, so the thing is like at the start, right? Like because we were like starting for them, and a lot of people manage. So like, oh, he's very good. Like we got a lot of clients for them. Then I think after a while, the whole entire thing where I was talking about like when there are dry months, right? And then they feel like, oh, the agency not doing enough. The agency not doing enough. But then at the same time, they blame us, but they're also not giving any output. Like their content they stop posting. We as our agency, right, we say, okay, I give you content storyline or whatever. Not we give you like examples. Try post. They also don't want post. Then it's like
Right.
my hands are tied, dude. Like what am I supposed to do for you?
Very tough job.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
it's something I realized, and I completely agree.
Yeah.
When I first had, okay, let's say my team of first 10 influencers, right? all amazing. All had the best work ethic ever. They will work hard. You call them for shoots. They
will come
they are
down.
down.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
down first thing. They are first and they are last to leave. They have all the right ethics for an influencer, right? Then after a few years, you build a company and you have these big names, right? You start recruiting the newer ones. The next group of people were very, very different. They would come late for shoots. They will come to shoots and sometimes they will not focus, go on the side, do TikToks, make their own content. Really. And then aside from that, right?
No need to worry
they
about
would-
that from me.
They would demand very high increment about pay. Like
Can
the
you
first
can
the-
demand increment?
can, but have a good reason, have a justification.
know how much
Then the
I'm
worst
charging.
thing is the kind where they join and they expect the agency to give you everything.
Right.
Oh my god.
And when they
repost, retweet.
they don't do any work. They're like, okay, I joined Titan. I don't have to make content anymore.
my
Let me
gosh.
sit back. I'm gonna be rich like all of them. Wow, that is really the worst. Because then
Oh.
they start blaming you for
Everything.
yeah, everything. And you have to be, by contract, not their management, but be their concierge.
Right.
Oh, I want hair sponsor, I want nail sponsor, I want plastic surgery sponsor, I want travel sponsor, but
Okay, but you don't want to do content.
I don't want to do content.
I think there's also something like an agency fit. Some agencies just don't fit you well.
Yeah.
It's like it's really just no hard feelings, but like it
What
just
is
really
don't fit
doesn't
you?
fit.
Oh,
It's like
fit. Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
it's like if I'm a beauty creator, but then
Right.
like I signed to a tech company, like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
Sometimes it's just like you don't know exactly what kind of clients they have.
Yeah,
Also.
it's like a model trying to sign to Titan. I'll say go basic. Go basic models.
Right.
Don't come here. Because you come here
Because
with
model,
certain
yeah lah.
expectations, right?
Yeah.
Or if you want to go to like the traditional route and join like Jack Neo movies or something, like this is not the
different.
place,
Yeah,
right?
it's very different.
I just want to say Jianhao has drank 3 cups of coffee.
Yes, yeah.
He's
I
awake now.
realized-
He's awake now.
Third, I
No,
am
you
a
can see the
little,
spine in his eyes already.
I'm a little
Slowly.
concerned about his health.
No,
but please do
I'm-
not die on set.
I'm like waiting for the right moment to tell you guys that I need to get a break because I need to pee.
Okay.
Right,
This
okay.
is the moment.